Hello, hello. Let's make sure everything's working. All right, all right, all right. Where in the heck is my YouTube chat? People on YouTube, I'm sorry, I can't see your chat yet. Give me a second. Hmm. Okay. Got Twitch chat right here. Okay. Hope everything's going well for everybody. This is an issue for us, family. I can't get my YouTube chat to pop out, so I don't know that I'm gonna be able to monitor it very well. But that's okay. Let's do what we can. Oh, you know what? Let me try it and see if it'll pop out as like a doc or something. Hmm. Okay, well, let's just hop into it. Hopefully you guys see the title, see that we're just taking on-demand students today. So, one second. Let me make sure it's working here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you have an ID, a video ID, we can go ahead and jump into it. What I'm going to be doing today primarily is hopping into random games and looking at random perspectives of players and give coaching. So we won't know their rank. We won't know if this is their main or not. We're just going to kind of do some basic reviewing. Basically just what can I learn from random people on the street? Are they going to show us some new tech? Are they making really common mistakes that we can learn from? And then if somebody has a match ID that they want to send our way, if they want some VOD reviews, I'll be taking VOD reviews in real time. So in between games, like if I'm on some random person's game and it ends and we have a match ID in the chat, we'll go ahead and just take a look at that match ID. We'll give you a VOD review in real time. So feel free to drop a match ID if you'd like. And it's like really bothering me that my chat isn't showing up on YouTube. I don't like this at all. It's gonna bug me, but we're just gonna we're just gonna deal, I guess. Let's go ahead and jump into some random games here. We're gonna do standard matches, and I want to start one. I mean, ideally, we just go into one that's just beginning. You know, I don't know that I want to jump in like after lane phase, although we could do that. Here, 5 minutes. We'll start here. This will be fine. And if you want to watch a specific hero, we can switch over to them. Since this isn't like coaching a specific student, we're able to take a look like, oh, how's that Paradox building? Or, how's Bebop building? Or how's he playing? I've been playing a lot of Warden. Let's take a look at the Warden in this match. That sort of a thing. We can kind of bounce around and do that. And we'll just let it get us in here. Holiday's great. Let's watch our Holiday. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so this team... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. So this team is behind. Holiday's 0-0. Her lane is 0-1. Into Bebop Celeste.
Either works for me.
No headshot boosters. Interesting. Nice shots. We should... I mean, we could do a little bit of guess the rank. Like, since we don't know the ranks of these players, you can see if you can guess. Unless we can take a look at the names, and then I can just pretty much tell you if I know them. Okay. Okay. Has 5-minute timer and is willing to fight it. I'm guessing they're at least Oracle. Oh! Based on the Sinclair, I feel like I could tell you what the rank is. But... I don't like that we're not using our barrel like that whole time. Interesting. I mean, I feel like the bridge buff timing, the headshots, the securing the souls, the air strafing with the jump pad, that was all really good. The kill on Sinclair was risky. We went for a light melee when he was low. If he knew what he was doing, he parries there when you come out of bunny. And you die. I feel like this is like high Oracle, maybe Phantom. We'll keep taking a look. Maybe we'll get a better idea as time goes on. That was a good kill. Good gank, and he's getting out in real time. Okay, that's high level play. Oh, that's unfortunate. I hate when the jump pads do that. I don't know if you guys aren't into that. Is there, do you guys know, is that like a consistent thing that I could avoid theoretically? Like, dang, okay, that's really good play there. To go for these light melees when they're not expecting them. Get the headshot. It looks like we're dead here, but oh my gosh, wait, his bombs don't do any damage. They must not have given him any stacks. Oh, nice try. I mean, that's rough, but it was a nice try. Venator goes down too. I feel like this might be Ascendant. My opinion is slowly rising. It may even be higher than that. I don't know. The bridge buff timing being like pretty good. The flank being effective and short. The aim, ability usage. I don't know. So far, using infinite ammo when you're low rather than just reloading. This might be higher elo lobby than I originally thought, for sure. The more I watch, the better. Usually I can tell the difference between Ascendant and Eternus based off of movement and decision making. So we'll see what they do here. Oh my gosh, what a shot. Nice kill. That's pretty good. That's pretty good gameplay here. And the movement is good. The parry. This might be Eternus, ladies and gents. We might be watching an Eternus holiday here. Either way, whoever this is, regardless of rank, they're playing it really well. Oh my gosh, what a lasso. Oh, and the Celeste is ready with the parry because of the light melee on the barrel. This must be Eternus. I'm like almost 100% convinced now because of the Celeste's play and that lasso. That was insane. I'm gonna be shocked if this is like some Archon player or something crazy, but that was very impressive. Nice work getting the spike for 4.8k spirit, and then recharging rush is incredibly good on holiday because, like, I swear one headshot gives you a barrel back. You just chuck a barrel, hit a headshot, and you've got your barrel back. That item is fantastic on her. Really like that. Oh, awkward. Not stealing the sinners there isn't my favorite choice. Gonna try and knock. Oh, never mind. Yeah, they recognize that the... Okay, I thought they were gonna go for a hyperline, but they realized that they weren't gonna be able to, which is good. I honestly thought they were gonna make a mistake there.
I don't have any backup. I need to be careful. Stay where you are.
Oh, that bag he just caught from Celeste. Oh my gosh, Celeste got caught out in the worst spot. Yeah, this guy's playing really well. He's at 10k. He goes back for the bridge buff. We'll see how he plays with this massive bag. He's got a 900 bag. I think this is Eternus. You guys let me know what you think, but I think this is an Eternus player. But I don't know them personally. I actually don't know. I don't recognize anybody in this lobby except for maybe Death. But that, I mean, it's hard to know because people can have like the same name with like the slightest variation. So we get a 3200, probably Alchemical Fire. I see that a lot on Holiday. Oh, he's going for the green spike first. Stam Mastery. Okay, I thought he was going to go for a gun spike first. But because he's ahead, going for some sort of defensive item makes a lot of sense. I'm just such an overly aggressive player. I feel like even when I'm ahead, I'm not building defensively. I'm always building like aggressively, and then I build defense like way later. I like this guy's movement a lot. Oh jeez, there's a lot of damage. Yeah, I like the disengage there. Don't overcommit and wait for his team to get back in. Oh, what a lasso too. Oh my gosh, it gets parried still. Oh, that's a bummer. That's unfortunate. Can't win them all. It's almost impossible for Holiday to punish there because he can teleport at any time, and the delay to get your barrel off is just tough. Drop match IDs in the chat if you want a real-time VOD review by an Eternus Coach. Happy to take a look at it today. That's unfortunate. I feel like this is going to be an interesting game, but I feel like we have the stronger comp because we have the better like pick heroes and hyper carries in my opinion, but we'll see. I mean, it's tough to say.
The gun's not for show.
Curious. I wonder what he's saving for that we're not getting the 4.8k green spike yet. If it's like an Enchanter's Emblem angle that he's looking for or something.
Let's push Broadway.
Got so much pressure in our right lane in terms of objectives. I feel like we should be looking for a pick over there so we can shove that walker super early. But we're also letting the wave kind of crash. Okay, never mind. Oh, I would have lassoed there. Could have dragged her under Walker and forced the ult like way further back. Because now she ults and gets out for free, but if you ult her under Walker, she just has more ground to cover. Oh, guess we got her anyway, so it doesn't matter too much, right? We're gonna go for the Bebop hit. Oh, Yeah, ship goes down for sure. Oh, okay. I swear this is Eternus. There's no way this isn't. Because he's even using like the wall speed mechanics where you're right up against a wall and you dash, do a diagonal dash on it. I don't know if there's like a name for that I'm just unaware of, but yeah, the increased speed that you get from that, using that, I don't think I've ever even seen it in a lobby below Eternus. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but he's using it fluidly. Okay, so we got extra health now, but not earlier, which is weird to me. Because we finally decided we wanted the 4.8k green. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, I don't know. But... I like the way he's playing it though. Strong build order too. I prefer to see gun items, you know, before he went into extra spirit, but that's just me personally. I'd like to see him hit the 4.8k spikes so those crack shots are hitting a little bit harder.
Let's take out Bebop.
Our yellow walker is under attack. The urn has been dropped.
Force the urn out of their hands and then run away. I love it. There's so many players that wouldn't have this kind of self-control.
Let's push yellow.
I mean, he's got his team pushing Yellow Walker for free. Venator should be on that Yellow Walker with Pocket. Very big missed opportunity for him to back up there. Because their whole team is escorting Urn. I mean, it's like a free Walker if he's there. And then maybe even contest Walker, or contest Urn after. So you don't get too far behind, but... Pocket gets it without him, so I guess he didn't need it. And Pocket goes down for it.
I see Calico.
They see Calico up there. I mean... Pressured her back, and then backs up without taking too much damage. Love to see it. I like how patient he's playing this. We traded walkers, so we like cannot give this urn. We should be fighting this big time. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Yeah, we just got shredded. Oh, that's really unfortunate. They delivered urn, get kills, and we're giving up mid walker. Oh no, we're not. Wraith is catching it. For some reason, I thought Wraith was on the other team. Maybe we're turning this fight. Sinclair probably got out. Pocket's out. Or Pocket's dead, I mean, out of the fight. Haze is low. Okay. Sinclair is still in there. It just looks like Drifter's 3v1. Yeah. Dang. See if we can help Venator. Nice use of the barrel against the wall. Don't see that very often. We don't see it enough, at least. Oh my gosh, what a lasso. Reactive barrier saves her. Venator goes down. Well, I mean, if this isn't Eternus, this player will get there playing Holiday. He is really smooth with his gameplay. Ooh, that Calico gank is really tough. I think we just die here, to be honest, but... Oh, never mind. Calico backed up with the ult. They just went for Walker. This is a bummer. Our waves are super healthy, so they can't get mid-boss. Oh no, our waves are not healthy. Guys, I'm so sorry. I keep thinking that we're watching yellow side, not blue. So I made this mistake twice. Our waves are super not healthy. Alright, let's Sinclair ult down. And we're kind of owning Celeste. She's super low. Team, like, surely can kill here. Look at that wall movement. It's so rare you see that outside of Eternus. I swear it has to be. Dang, they both got out 1 HP. It's really tragic. Yeah, I would just steal their farm. They got a bunch of sinners up. There's just a bunch of sinners on the map in general, even on our side of the map. Like, what is this visual bug I've got right now? It looks like Graves' gun is just perma on us. Like, if I was in Discord with this guy, I could just tell him where Graves is, because the gun is constantly on. Ooh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay.
Kill them all.
Okay. We have fallen behind in Souls because we have only been fighting and we lost turn. So, like, we need to be getting Sinners more, in my opinion, because you're now, like, 6k behind the Celeste. And I know that you're on par with, like, some of your teammates, but that is just not going to be enough. So I would like to see this person farming a bit more, getting more breakables, boxes, and Sinners as they move around the map. But we will see. Okay, there's the 4.8k gun spike we're looking for, and extra stamina. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Look at him use this velocity to just get so much momentum. And then look at him try and stay close enough to the fight that he can help Shiv, but unfortunately Celeste was ready for that. Yeah, this movement is so clean. This is like a freaking workshop on movement right now that we're getting for free from a random video or a random game we're watching. Love to see this right now. Guys, I'm actually like starving. I should have brought down some food. Did anybody have anything like amazing for breakfast or lunch today? Because I got up and instantly started working on my car. And then I came down and started the stream without thinking about it. I'm hungry. And you know what my solution to hunger is? Chocolate. So I'm just gonna eat some chocolate because my wife keeps so much freaking crap by my computer. I constantly have unhealthy food to give me diabetes, and so that's what we're doing. Yeah, this is a mid-boss angle for them, and that's worrisome. Do we even have mid-boss contests? I mean, the only thing we have is Venator kicking them into a wall with Pocket Affliction, and we don't have Pocket Affliction. They didn't go mid-boss though, that was really bad for them. They should have gone mid.
Good luck completing the ritual.
Guys, we know right where Graves is because of this bug. This is like, this is tech. For all I know, this is what he's seeing. He's figured something out. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Uh-oh, Venator ult was stolen. Somebody's about to get nuked. This guy's aim is calm, which is like probably one of the #1 problems I see with holidays. Is you freak out because you're trying to hit headshots, you start panicking. This guy's aim is like calm and his sense is low, and I love it.
It's easier every time.
You guys might want to
I
give
mean,
up and save
this
us some time.
it could have gone so much better, but dang, that's unfortunate. We just took so much damage there. Yeah, unfortunately, we need to give the walker and reset because we're completely outnumbered and our waves are absolutely garbage trash.
Slay them and grow
Yeah,
strong.
we're for sure going mid. They don't need everybody there to take it. Celeste and Graves could have finished walker against Drifter, and then the rest get mid.
Our
Holiday's forced to clean up waves because we just have absolutely no map control. Enemy team's playing this really well. We need the retaker in that spawns in 45 seconds. Pop quiz, anybody know what side the urn spawns on? It's hard to tell in maps like this because not only are we not on our own side of the map, like we're watching it in reverse, if you know what I mean, but also because the lanes don't have colors. So you would just have to know like what side is what for Archmother, and then know which side the urn spawns on in 25 minutes. We're gonna see if you guys are right. Your guess on the urn spawn. Let's see if you know if you're Archmother what side it's on. Here it comes. Oh, we got hyperland so bad. All right. For those who said left lane, nice. Congrats. Or green, I think, is from Archmother. It should be green at 25 minutes anyway. Yeah, we're just so far behind. I mean, 30k souls is like almost a nail in the coffin, not to mention the 3 rejuves. So they take our base here. I'd be like shocked if we somehow held them before they drop Patron. And they're getting our retake urn. That's going to be really tough to come back from. We got Tank Buster and Fortitude now. Fortitude allowing us to not have to reset on Holiday, which is actually a really good pick. I like that. But I don't think it's going to be enough. I actually think Holiday's in a really good spot. Let me know what you guys think, but like, how do you guys feel about Holiday in the current meta? Because I actually think she's in a really strong spot. I've seen her doing insane damage when played correctly. And obviously her lasso is just like... Nice freaking combo. The Venator ult and the Holiday lasso. We're dead, but you know, it was fun to watch that combo work, you know. I really like where Holiday's at in the current meta. I think she could have a little bit more damage from like everything other than barrel. Like in my opinion, actually not Crackshot either. I think Crackshot's in a good spot, and buffing it too much would maybe make her OP, especially in lane phase. But I think her too, like I think you should have some sort of jump pad damage, and Lasso should maybe be doing a little bit more, in my opinion. I think she's falling behind some of the other OP characters like Geist or Celeste is really strong right now, or you know, whatever. Like I get that she's not meant to be a hyper carry, but I'm of the opinion, like, don't nerf what's strong, just balance what's strong and buff everything else to match it. And I think Holiday's in a really healthy spot right now, but let me know what you guys think, because I would really like to see her do more damage with something other than, like, Barrel. I think the rapid recharge on Barrel and just spamming that is, like, fun, but I feel like it's just too... simple, maybe is the word I'm looking for. Like, I don't know. I like it when it's, like... you've got options. Like Page, when I can play like 4 different builds on Page, and I get some of them are troll, but like low-key viable in like Archon and below. I think that's fun when the hero's versatile. Or like Sinclair can be punch build, spirit builds. I don't think I've ever seen a gun Sinclair, but you could probably make it work. Or just like support Sinclair, which is like really freaking strong. I don't know. I like the versatility. I don't like when a hero just fits into like, when I play this hero, I have to play this style, because that's where Holiday's at right now, in my opinion. I guess you can play her gun or spirit, but like, she's still just a pick hero with mediocre damage. I still like where she's at though. I'd like to see her a little stronger. Alright, 40k souls behind. There's no urn for a minute and a half. No mid-boss for 2.5 minutes. We need this pick so bad. And to not die. Oh my gosh, what a freaking route to get him in here. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna kill your Shiv. Oh no. At least he's getting healing now. He recognized it. Like, you just can't have that bounce around. Oh no, we don't have Lasso to stop the Hazel. She's just gonna end the game, maybe. Oh no, she backed out. That's actually huge. And we have people in pit now. That's good. Ooh, the affliction. I don't know who he hit with that. I think it was just like one person maybe. Oh my gosh, if we hit that crack shot in the barrel. Oh my gosh! Okay, good not chasing there. Huge self-control to pay attention to your patron, because you could lose the game off chasing that. Really love that. We do not have numbers advantage. Playing back, playing as safe as possible. Oh, Hayes actually just died to Titan. Not Titan. I'm sorry, that's a smite term. Patron. The hitting king. Archmon. Holy Moses, what is this Graves build? Is she building like gun? Gun Graves. Is Gun Graves viable? I feel like that is a terrible choice. I guess after the rework, she's not as bad. And not like forced into spirit, but still, like, I see people building gun graves and I feel like it's just because they want to have fun and it's easy, you know? Like, can't miss, make my gun do damage. But like, dang, the amount of damage you're missing out on from your skulls and ult, it kind of just feels bad. Nice poke. And Bebop goes down here. Nice. Stay in the pit. Nice. Oh my gosh, what a kill. Wait. Oh, I wish I could rewind. Guys, we're watching live, so I can't rewind like a bot. Did he shoot the barrel midair to make that pop? I think we just lost, but I don't think Shiv can kill the other two before he goes down to Celeste. Yeah. Well, let's do G's, guys. Let's go ahead and see. I mean, that's actually so tragic that I can't rewind and watch that with you guys. Did she shoot the barrel? I'm gonna have to rewatch the recording. I'm like pretty sure he threw that barrel out and then shot it to explode it on the Calico because there was no wall it could have exploded on. I don't think it hit the bridge. Yeah, very well played from Holiday. Not surprised at all to see him as a key player. Ascendant 6? Okay, I mean, that I'll give it to myself. I was really close on the Eternus call. This Holiday's an Eternus level player, regardless of his rank. I mean, this is an Eternus 6 average lobby, so he could be Eternus. Actually, can't we use like the track lock? Hold up, let me see if I can find it. Track. I'm gonna see if I can find this guy. Let's see if we got our rank right. Let me know if you guys got it right on your guesses. Wow. Okay, so apparently this player is Ascendant 5, but he's been playing in some Eternus 2 lobbies at his peak, it looks like. I mean, I don't see if there's like, at least in his recent matches, I don't see anything, but Ascendant 5 Holiday gameplay. I mean, really nice movement, really good build order. Some improvements when it comes to build order. I would like to see him commit to that extra health if he's going Fortitude. I would like to see him commit to it earlier. He had a time when he was in base, could have bought it, had the 4.8k green spike, and he missed that. I would have liked to see him be there for the 15-minute buffs. He missed the bridge buffs, and usually after 15 minutes, it's just kind of like, it's almost luck that you're going to be there on time because there's so much to do, and other objectives that are just like becoming a bigger priority, like Earns and mid-boss after 15 minutes. But the 5, 10, and 15-minute bridge buffs, I really like to see players consistently hit those. I would have really loved to see him farm differently. He was way behind in souls and didn't have to be. I really would have liked to see him getting more centers, stealing more centers. Holiday can steal centers, even if it's just like a few punches and then you have to get out, but Holiday's movement gets her out of like everything. So be aggressive with stealing camps. Steal some tier 2 camps with your barrels. Would have liked to see him stealing a little bit more. It didn't feel like we got a whole lot. Now, I know we didn't see lane phase. Would have liked to see like a headshot booster in lane phase. I thought it was interesting he wasn't going for that. I feel like that applies a lot more pressure, and we were losing pressure in lane. Just from what we saw. I did like his ganks. I would have liked to see earlier ganks, but unfortunately we didn't see that part of the game, so it's hard for me to say with certainty that that's an issue that we should be looking into. Yeah, just a few things. I mean, very good gameplay from this holiday. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed watching it. Let's hop into another live game and see what we can learn, fellas. I'd like to get one that's like, yeah, 2 minutes in. Love it. Let's watch some Victor from this game, shall we? How are we feeling about Victor? I don't see Victors very often. I feel like Victor kind of died. But with the recent buffs, I thought we would see him again. And then, I don't know. Is he like killing it outside of Eternus? Are any of the, like, is anybody below Eternus have some sort of take on this that Victor is being used a lot? I just don't see him in Eternus. I'm not like high Eternus. Maybe he's in high Eternus. I mean, I'm like mid Eternus. I'm like Eternus 4 lobbies, but I'm just curious. We're gonna have to see if we can guess the rank on this one. You see Victor a bit. What hey, welcome to the chat, by the way, Heather Hazah. What rank are you? And you, because you said you're a little bit low and you see Victor a lot. What lobbies are you mostly in? Okay, Alchemist, Arcanist. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I just haven't seen Victor a lot. Do you play Victor at all yourself? Because I don't play Victor, and I feel like I would really like him if I gave him more of a chance. You're still pretty new to the game. That's fantastic. If you have any games, I'm taking students like today, so I'm watching random matches and we're just kind of doing coaching. I'm an Eternus Deadlock coach, and so if you have a match ID that you want me to review, you can go ahead and throw it in the channel and we can do a live VOD review right now. All my coaching's free. You can also check out our Discord. But do you play Victor at all? Because like I was saying, I don't play Victor, and I'm wondering if I'd really enjoy him. Page Dynamo mostly, but trying to get out of my comfort zone. Heather, welcome to the chat. I'm a Page main. We're definitely on the same wavelength here. I played a lot of Dynamo when I was new, actually around the rank that you were. Like when I was new to the game and playing like an Alchemist, Arcanist level, like Ritualist, I played a little bit of Dynamo, but then when Page came out, I like literally never looked back. I played like, I want to say out of the 600 games I've played on Page, I've probably played less than 50 games of every other hero combined. I just love Page so much. That might be an exaggeration, but it feels pretty accurate. Dang, this game is taking forever to load in. The last one was like really quick, but yeah, Page is fantastic. A lot of people hate Page, and I get that. She's a little bit overtuned, but she's definitely my main. Love Page. I'm a top 50 Page, and I was considering just like going super hard and seeing if I could get top 10, but I don't know. Maybe it'll just come with time. I did lots of healing, Dynamo, and Page, but I've started branching out to Gun Page and Stomp Dino. Yeah, so I will say careful with Gun Page unless you're ready to just handle like toxic teammates. So Gun Page died like realistically speaking. Now, not to mention the last like 5 games of Page I played were all gun because I still enjoy it. So take it with a grain of salt. But I would say realistically speaking, like if I'm tapping into like Eternus Coach Blatant here, I wouldn't suggest playing Gun Page because it's not super viable. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna find another match while I'm talking because this is just taking too long to load in. Here, 6 minutes. Is this the same match? I'm pretty sure that's the same match. Am I dumb? Here, let's go like a few pages over and see if we can find something. Anyway, I was playing Gun Page because it's super fun. It died and fell out of meta a while ago, but I will say I was still slapping with it. I had teammates that were like, please don't go Gun Page, blah, 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 and I just ignored them because I don't care. But yeah, because when I don't play on stream, like I don't look at my own gameplay. Let's take a look at this one. This one has a Victor. I'm kind of wanting to watch Victor now. And I had teammates getting really mad, but then I'm like match MVP at the end or whatever, even with hyper carries doing well. And so like, you can still do good with Gun Page in like Eternus 2, Eternus 3 lobbies, which is where I was playing Gun Page at, but definitely not the best way to play her. This is my first game like this. I came from Rivals, but I'm having so much fun. So I've never played Rivals. I actually never really played a whole lot of hero shooter MOBAs like this. So I would say this is the first game like this that I've really gotten into. Like, I never really got into Overwatch. I never played Rivals. The closest thing I've played to this would be just MOBAs in general. Like, I played a lot of Smite and whatnot, but I'm glad you're really enjoying it. It's a great game. I'm excited to see it go into open beta and be fully developed and fully released and see what kind of changes they're able to make. There's a lot that still needs to be fixed, and I'm sure you're gonna see that or are already seeing that as you get higher rank. Like, the punches and parries in this game are like really weird interactions that tilt me from time to time, because I'm like, that punch shouldn't have hit me or that parry should have landed. And sometimes it's just a ping diff, but there's just a lot that needs to be fixed still. It's obviously in early development, but I'm glad you're really liking it, because it's a really fun game. I'm really excited to see it take off. I think it's going to be a big thing for sure. I think it's going to rival like Valorant level numbers of players, and we'll see if it goes farther than that. But yeah. Yeah, let me know if you have a match ID you want me to take a look at, because these matches aren't connecting. Like, I don't know what's happening. I can't seem to connect to a match. We got into the last one like so fast, and now, hey, look, my matches are horrid sometimes too. That's fine. Oh yeah, I think it will be huge. I love the details and thought they put into the characters. I couldn't agree more. I think there are some characters that may not make it past open beta. I think when the masses get to players like, I'm trying to think of like specific ones that are fundamentally broken. I'm like hungry right now, so I can't think of heroes, but like, give me a second to think about it. Viper Slither is like fundamentally broken, giving a hyper carry infinite ammo. I'm still trying to learn movement and how to get away from my husband, Lash. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know if you were watching. I don't know when you joined the stream. Maybe go back on your own time. The first game we watched when I first started streaming like a half hour ago or whatever, the holiday that we were watching, the movement was really good. There's also a lot of really good movement guides out there that you can take a look at. Movement is probably the last thing that people get good at, in my opinion. I see Eternus players making really big movement errors all the time. I love the interactions between Viper and Lash. I actually love the interactions in general. To me, it's like an extra flavor they didn't have to do. So like, as developers, I think it was really nice of them to add in lore via interactions. I think that's a really unique way of going about it. It just adds like another layer to the game. Like, if I'm a developer, I probably wouldn't have gone through the work of doing that until maybe open beta, but like, even in closed alpha, they're just adding interactions that add a layer to the game that makes it feel like it has lore. Like, a lot of games like this don't have lore, more than skin deep, but this one feels like it's got building blocks that I feel like it's going to turn into, maybe I'm going off on like too far of a tangent, but I feel like it's going to turn into one of those League of Legends where Netflix made the Arcane series out of it. I feel like Deadlock could have something like that in the future if it gets big enough, where they're creating enough lore and interactions that we could see a show about it in the future that's going to make hundreds of millions of dollars. I like that they're setting a foundation for that. Yes, I was watching the movement of Holiday. It was so neat to see. Yeah, Holiday movement in general is really good, but yeah, I'm glad you see it too. I really like that they added it into the game, because it's one of those like unnecessary things that they just put in there that I guess it just shows they care. Maybe that's like the underlying message, is like they like this project, and usually when they like it, it goes well. It's usually when developers start going after like money that we start seeing like really bad decisions made. But when the developers themselves love the game, a lot of things go right. I think good examples of that are like League of Legends, CSGO, or like early World of Warcraft or Warhammer, games like that. I have not had an issue connecting to a match like this ever. like all of my matches. Do I need to just like hold up? Should we just like jump around? Let my game like. Oh, please don't get into a game. I really don't want to. Okay, good. I was like, if I get an insta pop, that'd be actually just tragic. Oh, I can filter by hero if I want to watch Victor. Okay, don't call me dumb, but I literally just learned that. I never do this. I never watch these videos. 4 minutes, Victor. Oh, of course it insta loads. I'm actually so mad that it just insta loaded right now. Okay, how do we get to Victor here? There we go. Okay, and the cute little places Remcalco can get to, like they have no other real purpose but to be interesting. Yeah, I like that. It adds, well, and I imagine that we're going to have a much larger hero pool that's going to be able to use that, but just in the hideout too, unless that's what you were getting at. Like the fact that in the hideout there's like these little, like the little Rem spot with his music and I don't know, just little stuff like that that they, again, they didn't have to add in the hideout. Yeah. Yep, I really like that stuff. I'm also just like a massive nerd, so like anything like that is just right up my alley. Like the game doesn't have to be 100% gameplay. Having like lore and creativity in there and making it more of a work of art and less like a competitive moneymaker, I'm all for it. Dang, this Victor is aggressive at the wrong times, in my opinion. Like, get aggressive after the power slash is on cooldown, not while it's off cooldown. Dang, Hayes is just beaming him too. Let the stacks fall. Let the stacks fall. You're fine. He's not letting the stacks fall. Yeah, Rem's little room. I totally agree. I think it's really fun that they're adding stuff like that. Kill the heal minion and then you can get aggressive. Help your Ivy kill the heal minion. That Yamato's in a bad spot, man. Oh, I would have gotten aggressive. She has nothing. This Yamato has absolutely no abilities. Okay, well, surely we get some trades here, right? Oh, this is hard to watch. I'm such an aggressive player. Watching somebody play this passively while he has more health than the two of them combined is like just hurting me. Okay, I'm playing a little bit of guess the rank. You can play with me if you want. Because I don't know the ranks until after the game. Based on the way the Yamato's playing, I'm gonna put this in like, I think we're at least Oracle or above. Not very many people will go up the bridge and mantle slide and then parry their way out in low elo. You're putting it in, you're guessing Arcanist. Alright, bold move, we'll see. This Haze is so low, I would be diving the Guardian by now. I would be so far in their walker killing this Haze. Absolutely beautiful. The heavy melee was mega risky. She could have canceled parried. But the gargoyle was fantastic. Nice kill. Oh my gosh. I thought he was gonna get retargeted. What is the one above Arc? Arcanist? Isn't that Ritualist? I think it goes Arcanist, Ritualist, Emissary, Archon. Or are you saying Archon or Arcanist? Now I just realized there's two that start with Arc. And maybe we're not on the same wavelength. Because if you're saying Archon, the one above that would be Oracle.
Hey, you're making history.
I feel like the meta right now is Gun Victor, and that's what I don't like. I prefer Spirit Victor, like when he first came out. Although when he first came out, he was so broken I refused to play him. You're going to guess Ritualist lobby. Okay, so you were going with Arcanist. I guessed right the first time. So Ritualist. We'll see. Sometimes it's not the player that you're watching, but the enemies that can give you a really good indicator as to what rank it is. And that Yamato is playing better than most Ritualist Yamatos that I know. So we will see.
Headed to green.
And then I'll convince you to drop one of your match IDs so we can do a VOD review of one of your games. Dang, this guy's literally just letting this haze beam him with 40 stacks. That's insane work. That part does scream Ritualist. You might be onto something there. I still don't know all the names of rank above Arcanist Alchemist. That's okay. In my opinion, this game has way too many ranks. I think that's another thing that's not gonna last. We need to condense it. Like, it has like, what, 16 ranks? And that's just completely unnecessary. My ranking system is always going to be based off like Valorant, because that's the last game I played at like a top 500 level. And like played against professional players and whatnot. And that game has, I have to count them out, but I think it's like 9, 10 ranks, I don't know. And so like having 16 just feels like overkill to me. We are so dead here, yeah. We had to pain battery like forever ago to try and stay alive, but I still think there was no way he was getting out of that alive. Extra stamina. Interesting buy here. Feels like we could have gone for our gun spike. Like if we didn't get extra stamina, we would have 1600 right now to get the spike.
The king shall temper your spirit.
Tell you what, if I can't convince you to drop a match ID today, what you should at least do... Oh, this is so bad. Oh, please line of sight the hole. What you should do is join our Discord and go to the Request a Coach tab. And then after you have what you feel is a satisfactory match that you're willing to put on a stream with 0 viewers, you can go ahead and post something in there and then we can watch it another time. Okay, I'm lowering my rank expectations so far based on the gameplay. I'm putting him at Archon. But we'll see. It's gonna be really embarrassing for this Victor when he's like ascended. But the way he was playing lane phase was just clumsy. I feel like it's Archon. Like he's mechanically strong enough. His farm priority is good that he's going for doubles. He didn't sync up the doubles though.
I see the enemy.
If he's higher ranked than Archon, I would expect him to be syncing up the doubles. You might be onto something. He might be like Archon Emissary, Ritualist area. I just can't decide on if he's on the lower end or higher ends. I have to see how the enemy team plays, because his Ivy's been playing pretty well, playing close to him with the gargoyles on the Hazel. And Dynamo just fell over. Haha, let me log in and find one. Oh good, I'm glad I'm convincing you. You don't have to. I mean, I'll bully you into it. I don't even feel bad, but, you know, you don't have to let me bully you. You can just join the Discord and we can do it another time, but... I'm happy to do it. This Yam should die for sure. Love it. Oh, that bag. What are we doing? Okay, Ivy. What? In what world does Ivy steal a bag from a Victor? Maybe this is lower than I thought. Okay, I've dropped from... No, you know what? I'm still gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I think it's still an Archon moment. I am a sweet, sweet Arcanist for it. We can change that for sure. Plus you're new, so like, you know, it takes time. Even if you have a really good foundation, it still takes time to like, get kills. How the heck is he slowing him so much? Like, what am I missing right now? Oh, the tier 1 of Azora. I forgot that he put a point into Azora. Okay, I found one that I am at least a key player. No idea what I did in the match. Okay. After this game, I'm gonna go ahead and throw that match ID in and we'll give you a quick VOD review. I'll give you some notes and you can see if it helps you at all.
Oh, great. Effect.
That's okay. I mean, if it was a close game, that's usually the ideal coaching situation. Because, like, I don't know if you've heard this, but the general rule in any game that you're playing competitively is, like, a third of the games, there's nothing you can do, you'll definitely lose. And a third of the games, there's nothing you can do, you're definitely going to win. The other third is where your impact actually mattered, and that is ideally what you want to coach on. Like, I did a live coaching session with an Oracle. He was Oracle at the time. He's ranked up since our coaching session. So he's Phantom now. But at the time, he was an Oracle Shiv. And the first game went really well, and his impact was noticeable. But the second game was like, there's nothing he can do. It's just a loss. He could have been playing, like, low main, who's an Eternus 6 player, and he still would have lost that game. But we'll see. We'll take a look at your VOD. I'll tell you which of the third it is. If it was like your impact could have changed it, usually you can tell. And then I can also give you a few pointers. Maybe do my job, we'll see. Sounds like a lot of responsibility. I feel like this guy holds on to pain battery a little too long. Like, just chuck that thing out so it can constantly recharge.
I see haze.
Oof. It's also probably helpful that you play Dynamo and Paige, which happen to be, like... I wouldn't call Dynamo my main by any means, but Paige is definitely my main. So, like, if it comes to that playstyle, I definitely am going to be familiar with what you're doing. But... Alright, going for the Vitality investment last. It's probably not bad. He's not far enough ahead for it to warrant going for it earlier, probably. You might be right. There's a lot of arguments I could make that would support that claim. It's... Oh, wow. Yeah, we just went, like, way deep with no ults. I'm starting to think you're more and more right the more I watch it play. We will see. It's like scary. I mean, this isn't a viewer, so like I'm not at risk of offending anybody, but like it is scary to do a guess my rank segment. Because if this guy's like Phantom, that would be sad, you know? But he's not watching, so like, what do we have to lose, you know? Yeah, I don't know. It's questionable.
Appreciate the help.
And he's not gonna catch a holiday. I'm glad he dropped that chase and not wasted more time on it. I'd grab Urn before it resets. Go, go, go! Oh, his Wraith thought of it. Okay. Okay, we'll see, we'll see.
Blue needs help.
Alright. Not paying attention to the clock and we missed a 15-minute buff timer. That's no bueno. That Urn's gonna reset any second here. That was a good kill. Yeah, Yam was in a bad spot and didn't ult. Okay, Yam not ulting there is another indicator that you're right. I'm dropping my rank expectations into Emissary now. It's very normal for Emissary players to not be at a bridge buff at 15 minutes. It's very normal for Emissary players to die with Yamato ult still off cooldown. Although to be fair, I've had Ascendant Yamatos die 3 times in a row without using an ult. And I'm not mad about it, you're mad about it. Went to Discord and says link expired. Oh, tragic. Hold up, let me go ahead and grab the Discord link for you and I'll throw it in the chat. Sorry it's expired. That's on me. Okay. Try this link and let me know if you're able to get in there. Okay, so just FYI, learn from this Victor. He should be stealing the Sinners that the Holiday is getting on that left side of the map. He should have been over there first and contesting it from her. Stealing the Sinners would have been absolutely fantastic there. Oh, good. I'm glad it worked. Yeah, go ahead and you can use the Discord for anything that you need to use it for. But generally speaking, it's how I would have people request a coach. However, I'm taking anybody today, so the fact that you just dropped a match ID is going to be sufficient. I'll just have to make sure I know which one you are, in case your Discord name is different, or not Discord, your Steam name is different from your Twitch name. But, yeah. You can also just use it in general to talk with other players. The Discord is like completely brand new, because I just started doing this. I'm not sure what we're doing here. Ivy is flying in circles. His aim is pretty good. I like can't decide on if I would see an emissary player with tracking that's this good. I feel like he's got pretty decent tracking with that gun. My rank might be going back up. It's the same? Okay. I mean, that makes it easy for me. I don't know. I'm trying to think. It's interesting because players, it's hard to like find somebody's rank because people will have, if you want to think of it this way, your rank is just an amalgamation of how good you are at a bunch of different skills. So like you could have an Ascendant player with Eternus level movement, but Phantom level aim. So like this could be an Emissary player, but he has like Ascendant level aim. And that's why it's hard to guess based off that. I do like him watching his aura though. He's managing that well. Like he doesn't leave it on for too long or whatever. I feel like I did that when I was first playing Victor. I just like left that aura on all the time. And then I just run at people. Take more damage than I needed to, but I was constantly in their face.
A green walker is under attack.
Okay, boxes under here are worth a lot, so I'm glad that he's doing that. His Ivy following him is like really weird decision. Unless they felt like they needed to have 3 people in blue.
I see Yamato.
I definitely like fighting this. Looks like they got away, unfortunately. I was hoping Wraith would be close enough to like ult one of them, but I wonder if this is a duo. I feel like the Ivy is just picking the Victor up. I wonder if they're playing duo. Can we tell by the names? Let's go all out just this once. I mean, I don't know. Could be a duo. We got absolutely murks. Should we watch a different player while we're dead? Hold up. Let's watch 7 for a second. And then I'll probably forget to switch back to Victor, but that's okay. Yeah, them going for mid-boss here is a really good play. We should contest with Infernus, but he's not there.
The rejuvenator is
Tragedy. Okay, we'll swap back to Victor before I forget. What's he saving his AP for? I guess he's going tier 3, or... yeah. I mean, I don't know the max, like the best AP order for Victor. I haven't really looked into it. I'd have to take a closer look. Might be preference, but... I feel like it also changes every time there's a patch, so it's hard to keep track of. Victor is just constantly getting so many changes. We just lost blue. Hayes backdoored. Unlucko. Oh, did she not full commit to that? Oh, okay, there we go. Double jump! Oh, you know that stomp is coming. Come on. Oh, we are so dead here. Yeah, that's our ult. Oh, we're dead twice, for sure. Yeah, Drifter should have lost his rejuve, but We've got people holding ults. Where's 7? Why isn't 7 ulting right now? Okay, let's swap again. 7 should be ulting that fight. Wait, does he have... Okay, wait, maybe that's why. Because he doesn't have the 4 meters flight speed, so it would be pretty easy for Holiday to just ult him out of it, and he doesn't have unstop. So maybe that's why he held it, but
Dynamo.
otherwise... Oh, go back to Victor. Hold up. Nobody reminded me. It's almost like it's my job to remember. Okay. I would really like to see a ballsy urn contest, but that's just because I'm aggressive and I believe in my team's ability to take the fight with 7 and Inferno Assault against the Dynamo. We opted for farm, and we are opting for the wrong farm. We should be getting the Sinners. At least Wraith knows. I think Wraith's gonna grab the Sinners. She's grabbing the wave first, smart. But we should get the Sinners. If you don't know what to farm, Sinners is always the failsafe. I also feel like it is a surprise to not see Torment Pulse on Victor. Or like a Silence Wave for Yamult. To prevent Yamult, I should clarify. Ooh, I feel like... Alright, I mean... It's fine. I think it was just bad timing, but I feel like the Ivyl actually screwed him up from having tempo on that Drifter. Oh boy. We are losing in our base. Should be able to get her rejuve. Holiday's the only one without a rejuve. Pop quiz. I don't know if you know this. Do you know how to tell who has already lost their rejuve? Without knowing. Like if you just joined the stream right now, they only have 1 rejuve left. I can tell you which 2 it was. I don't know if you know. A little thought experiment, if you will. Knowledge check, if you want to call it that. Get Yam's rejuve. I actually would wait to push. Rejuve's almost out. Oh, it's awkward. Rejuve just ran out. Yeah, so now that the rejuves are gone, I can't show you, but I can tell you. So there's a... underneath here, like underneath their soul count, when rejuves are up, everybody has a little yellow bar. If that yellow bar's gone, that's the one who's already lost it. So you can't see it right now, but if you go back in the stream, or if I can probably show you, it's just in your game. Yeah, you'll see. So if you weren't paying attention to like, oh, who died? There's only 1, 2 rejuves left or 1 rejuve. You can just take a look at who has yellow bars, and then you know who to focus. Like, oh, you know what? Hayes already lost a rejuve. She doesn't have the yellow bar under her soul count. Let's focus her down. That's gonna be a real death, you know. Anyway, fun fact. Now you know. The more you know. We need that retake urn so bad. Letting Holiday steal it from us is just terrible. Wraith needs to catch up to her any way she can and ult it out of her hands. This is really bad. That soul urn actually, like, could save the game. The Holiday denying it is actually pretty high level. Do you see that in your games? I don't think I see that a whole lot in Emissary. Like I said, it's like every once in a while they do something dumb enough that I'm like, maybe this is Emissary or Ritualist, but like, I don't know, denying urn? I've had Phantom players not deny urns. Like thinking ahead to knowing that that's a retake urn and half my team is dead, the only thing we can do right now is deny them objectives. That's usually higher level. That's usually like Phantom at Sundown. We'll see. Some people make the comp. Oh, she dies. Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Heal! Heal! Quit holding onto your heel! It's still off cooldown!
I see the enemy.
Oh my gosh, I'm having a hard time watching this. See, but then stuff like that. Like, why isn't he using his 2 at all this entire fight? Still. Oh, now he used it. Okay. Pretty sure this fight has lasted more than 30 seconds. We probably could have used it twice. Oh, at least we won the fight. I mean, we just nuked everybody. 7 ulted and is dying. Yeah, he goes down. Oh, tragic. Mid boss is up, right? Yeah, 8 seconds. Everybody drop into mid. Oh, we lost our Wraith. Oh, if you can kill Holiday, mid's free. Or the Haze. I don't think they know where Haze is. I think she's in Smoke Bomb. Alright, I'd go retake her in. If we're not going mid boss. And I don't think we're doing either. Oh wait, maybe Graves is grabbing it. And Haze is gonna stop her. Which is not bueno. Because Haze has an 8k lead. She'll probably kill the Graves. I don't know. They did go for retake Urn because they didn't want to go for mid boss. That's another indicator that I'm in like Phantom. I wish there was a way to search by rank, you know? So I wasn't just like watching a random game that I could be like, this is an Oracle Victor or something. It's like I was watching the Holiday and I definitely thought it was Eternus. That Holiday was playing so well, but he was just high Ascendant. His movement was just Eternus level. Oh great, now they get mid-boss. That's a really high level play.
Pull back.
I don't think outside of Ascendant or Eternus, I've seen people commit to a mid-boss in a 6v6 scenario just because the other team is doing retake Urn. Because they know they're going to be on that side of the map and on their half of the map, that the contest is going to be weak if there is any at all. It's very rare that they make that comp. So that leads me to believe this is a higher ranked lobby. Deny. Let's take a look at this. We've had some micro failures, but on the macro, they've been going for mid boss at good times. Enemy team. They denied a retake Urn. They've been doing Urn at good times. They got like a free neutral Urn, and they went for mid boss while we were doing retake Urn, even in a 6v6 scenario, fully committing to it as a full team. That's high rated. That's high rated macro. I think most of my assumptions that it was lower rated have been on micro. And I feel like micro failures happen at every rank, so maybe I've just been too hard on this guy. Maybe he's like high Ascendant. I feel like even in high Ascendant lobbies, like, so my brother's lower ranked than me and I duo with him, and so usually between my rank and his rank, it's like a high Ascendant average or mid Ascendant average. And even in those lobbies, when I call mid boss because they're doing a retake Urn or something, they're like, no, we can't do it. They're all up. So I don't know. Dude, he's not even in your aura. We're taking so much damage from our own aura, and we're not even in. Let's watch Graves. How's that? I think we lose here. I mean, this is game. We just got our first rejuve. Ivy goes down. Oh, 7 has ult. I mean, that might be it. That's Haze dead. Drifter down. Oh, I should have showed you the yellow bars. Oh, maybe you were paying attention. But the yellow bars were there, and now they're gone. Dang it. And this is why we go Silver Graves, because Metal Skin doesn't actually matter. I actually like that. Okay, going Spirit... Wait, what did I say? Silver Graves? Spirit Graves is what I meant to say, if I said it wrong. Spirit Graves is another indicator that it's high rated lobby, because I feel like lower rated players play Gun Graves. Gun Graves is bad. Hey, Urn, fellas. Let's do Urn. Oh no. Now we're in a 1v2. What is 7 doing? Where was 7? Alright, let's watch our Victor. Victor's back. Surely we kill Drifter and get a retake Urn, right? Surely. Surely we go for it. Yeah, we're pinging the Urn! Oh, this has to be high rated lobby. Now I feel bad for how hard I was on him earlier for the micro failures. Instantly recognizing the Urn. Although it's not a retake Urn, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. They're still all dead for 20 seconds. It's still going to be a 4v3. farming sinners. I would have liked to see him farming their sinners first, but whatever.
I see Yamato.
And maybe helping his Zern carrier. Yeah, see, if we had Silence Wave there, we get so much more damage on her before she can get ult off and get all those resists. I mean, nobody's perfect. That was a good Ivy Gargoyle. Good timing on it, too. Most people miss that timing. Yikes. This is looking questionable. That is... Oh, we missed... Did they miss Lasso? That's actually really big. Keep backing up, because they're chasing, and then you guys can do some, like, soft resets and force them out.
I'll be right back. I see
Oh, we're
dynamo.
going back in. I actually like this play. We're healthy. Yeah, this guy just got melted. Holy Moses. I love it. Grab the urn. Grab the urn. Like, surely, we have all the pressure in blue. They have to decide between Walker and Urn. Dang it. Ivy just died to the Drifter.
I see Drifter.
Turn on Aura. He's got metal skin on. Yeah. Okay, I really like
I
this.
see Holiday.
He's actually playing this a lot better now. Oh, we are so dead here. Restorative Bucket. Thank you. And us too. Oh my gosh, we're actually using our healing abilities. It's insane. I mean, I think we just lost the game, but it felt good, you know? We'll see. Let's watch our only alive player. Let's see how he clears up waves and holds base alone with ult for 30 seconds. Yeah, there's just actually no way. It's over. Yam's just gonna ult and he's not gonna be able to do anything to her. Actually, they might end before he even gets into the pit with ult. Don't ult the Yamato. You know she has ult. Alright, well, GG, Victor. Let's see your rank. He went 17 and 10. Merkmag. Okay. Okay, final guesses. You're sticking with Ritualist Emissary? I'm gonna guess Ascendant. I think this is an Ascendant player. Or lobby. Maybe not player. I don't know about that. Okay, most kills, most player damage. Eternus 5! Holy smokes. That was way more micro failures than I thought an Eternus 5 would be making. That's crazy. That actually explains a lot about my Eternus experience. I will say, I've said this before in like videos that I've posted on YouTube, but I think the game is too new for Eternus players to actually be really, really good at the game. I think they're just the best at the game that we have available right now. I think there is a much higher skill ceiling than we are hitting currently in Deadlock, which explains why that was an Eternus 5 player making micro failures the same as like a Ritualist. Interesting. Alright. Heather, we got a match ID coming in. And we're gonna take a look at this game here. Alright, we're loading up the match. Here's Heather. Let's take a look at it. We'll see why you lost. We'll see what you could have done better. Don't worry, nobody's gonna see this, probably, mostly. Alchemist 4 lobby. Oh, you guys actually had the higher rank average. Shows you how much that means. Dang. Did you have a Warden Smurf? What is this guy doing? This might be one of those games where it's like no matter what your impact was, you just lose. This looks like a Warden Smurf type of performance. This is insane. 26 and 0? Double the damage of the next highest player? I mean, and a name like that, that's got Smurf written all over it, you know what I mean? take a look at your build. We'll take a look at build order. It looks like you were building more for stomp this game, yeah? Because you're not building for like ult, refresh, or unstop, so you're going more stomp damage with expansion, reverb, and a rapid recharge. Let's take a look. It's definitely not support. You got like no healing, so let's ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the greatest Dynamo player of all time in Alchemist. Unless they can prove otherwise, I mean, that claim's gonna stand on 4 legs, you know what I mean? Nobody can prove I'm wrong. Okay, you're already pre-buying extra regen. I find that interesting. I mean, extra regen is super good in lane, so it makes a lot of sense. I just don't pre-buy this early. I try to see, like, if we've got the lane pressure or not. Like, do I need monster rounds? Am I taking a ton of damage, so I need extra regen? Does my teammate need the healing more than I do? Do I get healing right? So I usually wait a little bit. Okay. Okay, so we're spending a lot of downtime. That was insane. I mean, you get away with it because his reaction time is Alchemist reaction time, but you will get punished for that in higher elo, for sure. You gotta bait that parry first. I would like to see you spending more time hitting the wave. Like, the first 4 things that need to die are the minions. And then you use your minions as not only defense, but extra offensive pressure. Because they're gonna be taking damage from your minions while you're attacking them. So you just want to be the first one to clear the wave. So I feel like there's a lot of downtime here, or just like random needless poke that could have been used on the minions. Monster rounds is a good choice here because you guys are most likely not going to have lane pressure early. It's going to take until you have ults where you'll be a little bit better. I mean, 7's like doo-doo garbage poopy in lane right now, but I feel like it's the Warden that's going to be giving you guys the most trouble. Good little heals, I like it.
Thank you.
Boxes are up. I would like to see you going to grab boxes so you could get
Thanks.
monster rounds, but instead we're like role-playing. I love it. Yeah, see, I would just focus the wave. I wouldn't even shoot the enemies ever, really, until the minions are dead. And utilize melees to kill them faster, because our gun is doo-doo garbage. So, like, get the minion low, heavy melee to finish it off, and you don't have to worry about losing a soul or something. Oh my gosh, you guys are crazy with these melees. I would love to be in a lobby like this. The amount of parries I would get. Oh, I would play it right on top of your Calico so that you could parry for her. So, one of the strongest things you can do in mid-elo, so boxes, who would be the one that takes them? Because I was thinking Calico would. Both. Everybody takes boxes. Take their boxes if you want Calico to have your boxes. So, I would say in general, there are like 4, depending on the lane, there's like 4 to 6 box routes you can be doing per lane. Which means, and waves come every 30 seconds. So that's literally 3 minutes worth of the lane phase before bridge buffs. Or like right up to bridge buffs that you should literally just like clear the wave and then go do a box route. Like you don't need to fight. So Calico can get the boxes as well, but it's not stilling farm to get boxes. Stilling farm would be like clearing the wave before your lane partner gets back or something, because that's by far the biggest source of souls. But if you're ever worried about like stealing souls from your teammate, like by getting the boxes, steal their boxes. Go do a box art on their side of the map. Play aggressively. You're better than them. Don't be scared. Look at these. They're letting you heavy melee them without parrying. You're clearly better than them. You're good. I would highly suggest going into the sandbox So, from your hideout, going to the little teleporter that takes you to the sandbox, and going into the room. Here, actually, let me, what's the time? We're at 5 minutes. Okay, so by the way, you should be going to Bridge Buff right now, so you should have cleared this wave already, so you can go to Bridge Buff, or calm to your team that you can't make it to Bridge Buff. But let me, 1 second, let me show you really quick. We'll come back to this in a second. I feel like it's important to show you in real time so I don't forget. So, like, I would highly suggest... You can always... I don't know if you have, like, a duo or a friend that plays the game. You can do this with them, too. It's actually better to do it with a real human being, but this is a good way of practicing it. What in the... Alright. Okay, so you go into the gym here, and then look away from this guy, and get used to pressing parry when you hear the sounds, but look away so you don't know when it's coming. And just parry based off the audio cue. That's my suggestion. It's a good starting place. And then I would have a friend do it with you in there as well. So you have two that you have to worry about. So you have to worry about the bot and then your friend whenever they choose to parry. And have your friends like do slow parry or slow melees, not necessarily like one right after the other, so you're just like constantly pressing F, but like have them space them out like super randomly and like wait several seconds between them, so you have to really practice the reaction time to the audio cue, because the audio cue is your best indicator, and then meleeing a light melee is just like dumb luck basically. But sorry, let's get back into this. I just wanted to give you that little tip. My friends hate the game, lol, I'm the oddball out. Well, I mean, that's unfortunate. They are wrong. I mean, we can agree. But that's okay. I mean, the dummy will do a good enough job. I think you should be fine. It's at least a good starting point, I would say. You're in there now. Yeah, go ahead and practice the audio cue. Who are we watching here? There we go. So, okay, another thing. Let me pause really quick. We'll give you some pause lock, because I know that's not tilting enough. I would say, in general... when you're in lane, everything should be thought about in 30-second increments, because that's when the waves are coming. So when it comes to lane phase, just think about what comes next in the next 30 seconds. And we can go over timings if you want on everything that spawns on the map, but I think you'll just learn them over time. The biggest one to remember is bridge buffs at 5 minutes. So if nothing else, boxes spawn at 2 minutes. So, you know, before that, you're really just like hitting the wave and slapping the enemy and having fun. But clearing the wave first should be the priority, so make sure you're the first team to clear wave if possible, like unless you're just completely outmatched in lane. And then think about what comes next in the next 30 seconds. So since this wave spawned 15 seconds ago and landed, at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, that's the wave where you go, okay, at 5 minutes there's bridge buffs, so I know this is the wave that as soon as I clear it, I head to bridge buff. And if I absolutely can't make it to bridge buff, we're too low, we have absolutely no pressure, they're better than us, they're further ahead because we've been feeding, calm that to your teammates and let them know, hey, we're not going to make it to bridge buff, this side is going to be completely vulnerable. Always head there to contest it. Whether you take it or not is kind of up to you guys. With Calico being Spirit and you're also building Spirit, well, Calico should be building Spirit, to be fair. I don't know what she's building. Maybe she's going like punch or gun or something. But basically you just want to give the buff to whoever's going to be able to use it the most, and that's going to be really, really dependent on your hero knowledge. So there's an impossible answer for me to give you simply. It's not going to be something that I'm like, always give it to your teammate. Because like if it's a survival buff, it might be better on you because you're more of a frontline tank, have to survive while you're channeling ult. So like if it's the green one, which is the survival buff, you should take it. If it's a movement buff, whoever has less stamina. But if you don't know who has less stamina, like you both have 3 to start, maybe you don't know that, but like you and Calico both have 3 stamina. So movement buff could probably go to Calico so she can roam a little bit better and gank the other lane or whatever. So that's harder for me to give you. Like I would say, right, in this particular scenario, almost every single buff is going to go to Calico, except for maybe gun. Gun buff you could take, and survival you could probably take too. But it's going to be something that you'll learn with time. You could ask like specific scenarios and I could give you the answer, but there's so many combinations, it's really hard for me to tell you. It depends on how they're building and what buff spawns, but I would always go there and always contest it, because what you don't want to do is give it to the enemy team. It's better for you to get a buff that's useless to you than to give it to the enemy team. So you might as well punch it. If nobody's there on your team or their team, take it. Come back to lane. Doesn't matter. So you can punch while you're healing. So I would, while I'm healing, I'd be punching minions. I would say, by the way, just to answer like the second half of your question a little bit more clearly too, like should I always head there and just take it? And low elo, yeah. I would say that you should just always be there and taking it, because most of your teammates are not going to go to bridge buffs until like, I don't even know what rank people start consistently going to the 5-minute buff. I'll tell you, in Eternus I've seen buffs go untouched. So like, yeah, always be there. You had no idea? Yeah, so, I mean, until you upgrade, when you upgrade your 3, then you can do other stuff while healing, like you can use abilities and shoot, but I think that's like your tier 3 or whatever, right? Yeah, so until you get tier 3, the only thing you can do while healing is punch. So when you're healing, go ahead and punch minions. Parry for your Calico whenever she's in a bad spot, if her parry's off cooldown. Oh, okay, wait, let me go back, because now I have the buff on, like, cooldowns. I don't know what's off cooldown. Okay, there we go. Calico's just... Kill the heal minion for her as quick as possible, she's struggling. The heavy Bailey's just landing on people makes me laugh. It's been a long time since I've been in a lobby where you can just get away with that, so it's like, fun to me. Because I remember that. Like, I remember being able to just, like, channel heavy melees into people when I was new at the game. Because nobody knows how to parry properly. I feel like if you learn how to parry properly, you'll just insta-rank up to Phantom. Because people just are so bad at melees and parries. Ooh, oh gosh. Okay, I thought you were a little early with the 2, but you just so happen to make it. Nice, Calco gets the kill there. That's big. I would just reset here. I mean, you guys lost Guardian, so if they're smart, one of them's just gonna stay here in lane and get farm, and the other one's gonna start roaming. But so bridge buffs are every 5 minutes, and I really like my students to focus on, like, the first thing you need to focus on in terms of, you know, how do I play Deadlock? Always shove waves. They're the #1 priority in the game. Always be at 5-minute, 10-minute, and 15-minute bridge buffs. And understands that mid-boss is the #1 biggest objective in the game. So, like, those are the 3 things I'd focus on. Never let waves crash into your objectives. Always be pushing them. Make sure they're cleared. Always be getting the bridge buffs at 5, 10, and 15 minutes. And remember that the most important objective, if you don't know what you should be doing when they're all dead, it's always going to be mid-boss. I would add on there, when it comes to farming, the best way to farm is Sinner's Sacrifice. If you don't know what to do, if you don't know what camps you should be killing, if you don't know, you know, what box routes are yet, if you're still learning them, they still feel clunky, Sinner's is always the best way to farm. So maybe those are the 4 things I would have you focus on if you're shaky on any of them. Like, your Sinner spawn at 8 minutes, and I would just be ready for that, but that's a timing that you'll learn and get used to.
Our blue walker is under attack.
See, I would like to see you using melee on low health minions right there. Because then the orb doesn't fly in the air and they won't deny. Because when you rank up, people are going to start trying to deny your orbs. And I don't really care if you don't steal any orbs, but I would like you to secure every single one of your souls. Not give them any steals whatsoever. Like, ever. That's... Because minions are your biggest source of income. They're better than sinners, they're better than camps, they're better than objectives. They are the #1 way to get souls. So confirming all of your souls from the waves is definitely the best thing to do. And now that you know you can punch, you can even heal. Like, if you're reloading, pop your heal and start punching some minions. Then you'll guarantee souls, you'll heal up a little bit, get a minor reset, and reload your gun all at the same time. Okay, so... It's probably too high level. I'll go over it. I wouldn't suggest you do this until you're way more comfortable with the game. But so just like a little bit of hero knowledge, until Warden gets, until he gets tier 3 of his ult, if you stun him while he's channeling it, so while it has that audio cue and he puts his hand in the air like he's in class trying to get the teacher's attention, before it starts the big cone in front of him, if you stun him, it puts his ult on cooldown. So if I'm you there, as soon as he went around the corner and started to try and ult, I would have dashed forward and parried the Guardian so it stopped shooting me, and I would have ulted him because that would have put his ult on cooldown. But once he's like the face me and die voice line is when he's making it, I think. Yeah. I mean, we could double check it if you want me to exit out really quick and come back in. But he usually is like raises his hand in the air and he says a voice line, and then the cone comes out. If you stun him before the cone comes out, it cancels his ult. So he won't get the resists until he gets this fully upgraded. If he gets this to tier 5, then you can't do that anymore. But like if you curse him, if you stun him in any way, usually your ult is a really good way of countering it, then that would be a way. So at very, very high level, I wouldn't worry about that too much. I just want it like in the back burner, back of your mind, that if I can stun the Warden, I can stop his ult. Because you could have survived. Like, let's go back. So you take... Okay, no, we'll go back further. Yeah, this is probably fine. Okay. Okay, you're at 1400 health, and I'm gonna show you, right... as soon as I hear that face me, and I see the purple, and I hear the audio cue, I am dashing forward, parrying this, and ulting to try and stun him out of it. If nothing else, I'll just hold him in place while my Calico kills him or whatever. But, okay, so you have 1420 health. Now watch this. We just took 1100 damage from him pushing with ult that could have been avoided. So that's all I'm saying is like you would have taken a lot of damage to tower. Do you not know about parrying the Guardian? Am I going like way too fast? Hold up, let me back up here. We'll come back. Hold up. Okay. Sorry. I should have asked if you knew about this, because maybe you do, maybe you don't. You can parry the Guardian's melee, and it will stop attacking for a few seconds as if it was actually parried, like a person. So, Guardians will melee you, so they beam you until you're in range, and then it melees you, okay? If you parry it, it stops attacking for a few seconds. Okay? So you can get really aggressive if you're in lane and you'll see Eternus players do this all the time. This is the way I suggest you do it if you can get good at this, is by jump dash parry, and then usually it'll hit you. I missed the timing there. But that's what I would get used to, is when you get close enough to the Guardian, is when you jump dash parry, or you do, like, this is another mechanic or a movement item that a lot of people don't have down. But if you can jump dash like that and parry it, it stops attacking me and I can walk away. That's how you get aggressive in lane if they're like really low, is you parry the Guardian. So yeah, sorry I just like assumed knowledge there. That's just bad coaching. Yeah, it'll make the audio cue as if you parried somebody. So it's the same audio cue, so you'll know if it hit. But it just stops the Guardian attacking for like literally 2.5 seconds. But 2.5 seconds is like a lot of damage. So it's the only way to successfully get aggressive under their Guardian. Okay, we'll go back to your VOD. I just wanted to cover that really quick. Start using that in your games. And I actually suggest you use it just when you're... Sorry, let me go back into the inbox. I suggest using this just when pushing a wave into Guardian. Like, if I'm trying to get damage on the Guardian, let's say we're 7 minutes into lane phase, and we're pushing their Guardian, because we're better than them. So, like, let's say... Hold up, let's get our minions up here. So my minions are going in there. They're just going to take a lot of damage and get beamed. But if I go in here, I can get a heavy melee or two in and then back up behind my minions. Look how much less damage they took, and I'm already starting to do damage to the Guardian. So I would always go in and parry the Guardian, even if I'm just pushing a wave. And then when his melee resets, go back in, do it again. But it's not always up. So like, look, I can go in and waste my parry because his melee isn't ready yet. So there's a little bit of timing to it that you can learn. But I just wanted to show you, like, even just use it when you're pushing the wave. I mean, you don't have to just use it when you're getting aggressive against the enemy, but I would always use it when you're getting aggressive against the enemy. You definitely don't want to just let the tower just beam you and own you. So yeah, you can parry the Guardian. The more you know. You can't parry walkers. Don't try that. I mean, you can counterspell their damage, but you still get stuns, but that's like a... Don't worry about that. But parrying the Guardian's a huge mechanic. Longest VOD review ever, because I keep having to go back into the hideout. Okay. Where are we? Okay. We just got done fighting him with his ult. We're also using stamina back-to-back a lot. You'll learn... Oh, note to self. Change my parry keybind to something I'll use more. Definitely. Definitely. You want to be trigger happy with parry, especially in high elo. There's a lot to parry. Especially if you start building counterspell and getting really good at using it. Counterspell counters almost everything. And you have to parry to use it. Ooh. I would probably... Okay, never mind. She got out. I was like, I would probably get ready to ult. Oh no, you're gonna get stunned. Yeah. 7 put a stun on before you started the ult. That's just really unlucky timing. Calico should have left. She just gave them a free kill. It's a bummer. Nothing you can do about that. Yeah, you are going to be parrying a lot of stuff. You'll parry Yamatos when they grapple into you, because higher elo, they'll try and weave in a light melee after they grapple. You're going to melee Calicos, because after they use their 2, they'll weave in a light melee. You're going to parry Holidays, because when they chuck their barrel out, they'll light melee it to force it in a specific direction, and you can actually parry that, so they don't actually hit the barrel, and then they wasted an ability and got parried. You can parry everything in the game with Counterspell, like Bebop hooks, and I don't even know what to tell you. You know, Infernus ults, Rem ults, the Warden Cage, you know, whatever, you name it. And then you're obviously going to be parrying a lot of these people that are just randomly chucking heavy melees at you. If I'm you, I wouldn't worry about punching, I would worry about parrying first. And then you can just never worry about meleeing until you've parried someone. Only with Counterspell. Only with Counterspell. Sorry, the things that I'm listing right now were with Counterspell. You can Counterspell a Bebop hook, but Counterspell is activated by a parry. So you can, it's more accurate to say you can Counterspell Bebop hook. You can't parry it. If you parry, you're just gonna get hooked with no parry. Oh man, your guys' lane is just getting mega shoved. That's super unlucky. Actually, Blue's losing too. Okay. To be fair, I don't think this Warden is smurfing. He might be, but he's not smurfing for much higher than you, because every time he cages you... Oh, Counterspell's everybody's friends. Counterspell's the strongest item in the game, in my opinion, right now. Yeah, this Warden, every time he cages you, he heavy melees. And if you recognize that pattern early, you could literally let him cage you just to parry him. And then you just heavy melee him back. Because you can get 2 heavy melees off inside of a parry timing. And actually what you do is you heavy melee and then shoot your gun like once or twice, depending on the hero. You can get a lot of shots off depending on the hero, but until you learn the timing really well, you don't want to get counter parried. So you just shoot your gun like once or twice and then instantly heavy melee again. And you'll get 2 heavy melees off after you parry them. So if you focus on and get really good at parrying, you're going to get a lot more heavy melee damage off. Oh, this is really not bueno. Oh, unfortunate.
Who among you will stand and face me?
Our yellow walker is under attack. Our yellow walker has been destroyed.
Oh, you are just crazy with it. I love it. I mean, I definitely don't suggest you continue just heavy meleeing people, because you're going to start getting into better lobbies where you're just going to get parried every time. But you're getting away with it right now, which is fantastic. Do you know how to bait a parry? Do you know what I mean when I say bait their parry? Okay. This is something I'd like you to practice when they get good at parrying. So until then, I mean, just keep heavy meleeing people. If they're not going to parry you, or they're going to parry after the heavy melee hits, so you can just keep heavy meleeing him, just do that. And then when you rank up high enough to where it is, you are getting parried, people are parrying when you heavy melee, they're good at that timing, then you're going to start baiting parries. I'll show you what that looks like. Remind me, and we can take a look at it. Okay. Another thing I just want you to think about, it's going to help you in a lot of games when you're behind, and this is part of the 1/3 where your impact can change the outcome of the game. This urn is a retake urn for you guys. You're so far behind that if you pick up this urn, you don't have to deposit it here. You get to deposit it right here. And you'll hear, I don't know if you know who Deathy is. He's an Eternus 6 player and one of the best in North America. He says something that I agree with that a lot of players miss, even in like Ascendant. The retake urn is more important than mid-boss when mid-boss is completely and totally unavailable. So anytime you see a retake urn, and the way you know is it will have a green arrow down. It's showing red arrow up because we're looking from the yellow perspective. So for them, they know it's your retake urn. But if we were looking at your perspective, this will have a green arrow down. You'll also see, let's see if we can get close enough to see it. Actually, I know you were looking at it earlier, so I'll just go back. Hold on. Okay. No! Maybe you don't get close enough. Hold up. Okay, I'll just tell you then. The urn has candles around it. If they're green candles, it's a retake urn. If they're red candles, it's their retake urn. If there's no candles, it's a neutral urn. And so that's just the 3 locations that you can drop off. Neutral, your retake, their retake. I would just pick up the retake urn here if I were you. I would just tell Calico, hey, I'm leaving. We don't even have a walker to defend. And I'm going to go deliver the retake urn. That's going to give your team like 6,000 souls, which is going to put you back into like not 13k behind. So a little thing. Focus on the urn and whether it's retake or not. I know I'm giving you a lot to focus on. And I'll type up notes. Actually, let me do that right now. I'm going to start typing up notes. And I'll like send you a little note page that you can refer to, but I'll include the timings I want you to focus on, so like bridge buff timings, and I'll include just like little things that I mentioned, like focusing on wave. I'll include your training regiments of practicing parries, and I'm gonna include something else in there, which I'll get to, but let's take a look here. I actually feel like I'm gonna miss too much. I'm gonna have to pause this while I write your notes. Hold up. We're gonna pull your notes up and make sure you can see them. Hold up. Let me pull up the stream. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna start with your notes. Where's the text box? I swear I used to be able to just double click. There we go. So first, we'll worry about laning phase. Yeah. Actually, I really hate this background. Can I change this? Yeah, I like that better. Actually, I like the grid. I just like, where's my horizontal lines? Okay, do you have a favorite color? Can I just put it on any color? Or do you care? What's going on here? Give me the idea. I think there I noticed Calico behind, so I offered her lane so I could go help other lanes. Beautiful. Love to hear that. It's exactly what you should be doing, especially in a support role. Although you're doing like a stomp role, so like it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I mean, it's great. I would say that you're thinking along the right track, and so that's what I love about it. Here's what I would change. Your hyper carries are the ones that should be solo laning. So anybody that's a hyper carry, like Haze, if they're building hyper carry, which they normally aren't, but Wraith, Infernus, Venator, trying to think about it, Geist and Warden are candidates 7. These types of heroes are really, really, really strong in the late game, so you want to get them fed. Gun guys in general, yes, because gun scales better than spirit in almost every aspect late game. Like after 60,000 souls, it's just like gun heroes and then spirit supporting. Yeah, so I would give the solo lane to them. The best way to catch up is by solo laning, but that's not how you should catch up if you're behind not on that type of hero. If I'm Calico and I'm behind, I'm running every box on the entire map in Ava. So like I'm in my cat and I am stealing their boxes on their side of the map because Calico's really good at that. And then I'm also stealing every sinners I can and getting every one of our sinners I can and killing small camps and medium camps. That's the best way to catch up. Stealing solo farm from your hyper carries is not, I mean, it's a good way to catch up. It's just not the best way because your hyper carries are then losing farm. Hopefully that makes sense. Give me 1 second. I'm going to type your notes in a second, but my wife is calling and she said, call me ASAP. And I don't know if that's an emergency. I don't think it is, but give me 1 second. All right. Called my wife and she didn't answer now, so I don't know. We'll go back to that. So first thing is timings for bridge buffs. Focus on that first. Next thing is going to be wave increments. I want you to remember waves come in 30-second increments. Think about what comes next each wave. So the exercise here would be after each wave dies, look at the minimap and clock before any decision is made. This way you know, should I be pushing the Guardian? Should I be fighting the people that are in front of me? Should I be rotating and ganking a wave? Should I be heading to bridge buffs? Every 30 seconds, we want to be looking at our clock and our minimap. So we clear the wave. That's the first thing that dies. Kill 4 minions. Look at the wave, or look at the clock. Look at the minimap. Last thing that I want to mention here. Oh, sorry. This needs to be a 2. Don't worry about me. I'm just special. Okay, and then 3. Oh shoot, this is not the font size we want. Oh, my wife's calling me back. Sorry, Heather, give me a second. All right, Heather. Hopefully you're not asleep. Thank you for waiting. Everything's fine, by the way. So let me go ahead and go into this. What was the other thing that I told you? So timing, bridge buffs, 5, 10, 15 minutes, wave increments of 30 seconds. The other thing that we talked about in lane. Let's just go with objective priorities as like a main thing. Focus wave first, not enemies. And then let me actually like subsection this. So this is gonna be like A, focus wave first, not enemies. Then we're gonna go with B, retake earn, top prio, sub 15 minutes. C, yeah, let's see. Let's just say bridge buff timings. Never be late. Okay, I like that. Also, I don't like that this is like. Is there a way for me to get that over here? Yeah, I like that better. Hopefully, this is like making sense. Oh, parries. Yeah, thank you. So melees. We're gonna do this as bonus number 4 here. Oh shoot! I keep doing this. It's not the right size. Okay. So 4. Oh, wait, that's 16. I promise it's not my first day on a computer. I'm just freaking dumb. Okay, 4. Don't melee anybody. Only focus on parries. Once you've parried somebody, go for the double heavy. Melee with 1 to 2 bullets. Did I? Oh no, that's just part of the bullets in between each melee. So I want to make sure this is clear, and you tell me if I need to reword it. But this means the first thing you do, so I parry somebody, I hear the audio cue, I stun them. Heavy melee, 1 to 2 bullets, and then heavy melee. Does that make sense? Is that clear enough here, or should I outline that? I might as well just outline it, huh? Parry, heavy melee, 1 to 2 bullets, heavy melee. That's your order. Okay. Give this a little bit of space. Let's give some breathing room here between our points so they're a little bit more, you know, not all the same. Heavy, pew pew, heavy. Oh, dang. I like pew pew way better. I'm actually just going to take the time to edit this into pew pew. Okay? Pew pew. And then heavy melee. Yep. Fantastic, Heather. Okay, so this is like what I want you to focus on most in laning phase. Just kind of keep this in mind, you know, overall. Oh, why can't I move this? There we go. Okay. This is our laning phase, part of our notes. We're going to keep going from here, but I really want you to focus on this. Don't melee anybody, just focus on parries at first. Now, in your lower elo games, probably until you move up into like Ritualist, you can get away with just like sending heavy melees into people, but you're going to get to a point where you're just going to die after doing that. So I would, you know, focus for now on getting the parry timing, and you should be okay. You know, I think that's a good place to start. I'll come back to the notes in a second. Let me also, there was one other thing I wanted to add in here. Okay, I'm going to add down here what we'll call training regimen, for lack of a better term. And I'm going to add to this probably. This is something I want you to do before each game, if you're serious about improving. 1, parry the dummy in the sandbox gym 10 consecutive times without missing. 2, I'm just going to keep this in the same box for now. 2, run and parry the Guardian twice without missing. So just run to the sandbox and do these two things really quick before each game. It shouldn't take you long, especially as you get better at it. It's going to be like mega fast. But I would just do this in general. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I think it's going to help you a lot with timings of parries. Parrying the Guardian timing in particular. And then it's also, I think, it's going to help a lot with you getting used to parrying the Guardian in that timing. Because it can be a little bit odd too. Why are these different sizes? What is happening here? Am I crazy? Like what? There we go. Let's just get this whole thing like to the same size. I mean, what do you want from me? This thing is only isolating one of them. It still feels off to me, but it's just a start. Okay, we'll go back to watching your VOD. I'm gonna send you this note, by the way, yeah, before or after we're done. But let's go ahead and take a look at what more we can do. See, like there, I would have gone in and parried the Guardian, so my team took less damage over the course of the whole thing. I probably would have solo ulted Kelvin too, because I have enough teammates there that he would have died, and then his team doesn't have Dome for defending the Walker or healing them when they get low.
Our blue walker is under attack.
I like this rotation to watch your Walker. Because that is your #1 priority. Waves, right? In our notes. Focus wave first, not enemies. Do not let waves crash walkers. It is like, I kid you not, it's a problem until you hit Eternus. You're going to have Ascendant players let waves crash all the time. Your waves will be absolute garbage even in high Ascendant. It's like, get really good at constantly being on top of that. Oh, I like that you're going to Steel's Farm. Oh, they were able to stop it. Yeah. It looks like they're going to get Urn, which is really bad because it's our Urn. Like, that's our retake Urn, so giving it to them is like a death sentence.
The urn has been dropped.
Oh, we made him drop it. That's good. I would go ult the 7 to interrupt it. As soon as you ult him, it will stop his ult, the stun. I really like that you're going for the soul urn pickup and prioritizing that objective. That is really massive. Very well done. I like your willingness to re-engage here too. This is something that a lot of people get wrong. They play too scared and they don't re-engage when they're like half health or less or whatever. But your willingness to go back in, I actually like it. So, we understand that it was overall a bad fight. Like, we ended up losing more people, but I think I had noticed Bebop had died, so I went to save lane. Yeah. I really like that you were paying attention to the map and rotating to your Walker. I really like that in the middle of the fight, you're prioritizing the objective. Ideally, it's not you that has to do it. Like, eventually you're going to get to a higher rank where they recognize that, like, oh, Dynamo should be ulting because it's a big team fight. Somebody else grab the urn. But the fact that you're doing it because nobody else is doing it, really, really big. I love that. And then I like that you're willing to re-engage. Eventually that's going to turn into, I know exactly when I can re-engage and when I can't, but the not being scared to do it is probably the hardest part for new players. They're like, big scary bad guys in front of me, run away, I'm hurt. And like just going in is going to be a game changer eventually. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything you could do to win this game because the Warden's just actually eating you guys alive. We see him go 26-0. It's just crazy what he's doing. Which, by the way, he wouldn't be this far ahead if you'd parried him every time he caged you when he heavy melee'd, because he's like totally telegraphing it. Every time he cages, he heavy melees, and heavy melees are easy to parry once you get the timing down. It's like, I would solo it here. He's worth so many souls. Okay, sorry. Let me go over this really quick. First, when playing Dynamo, you don't need a 6-man ult ever. Okay, it's fantastic if you happen to get one, but getting 2 or 3 people is considered a big Dynamo ult. Solo ulting their hypercarry, or the one that's super fed, is completely and totally reasonable. Let your Infernus just beam this guy, but just call it to your teammate. Just say, hey, I'm solo ulting this guy. Like, let's just kill him. The other thing that I want you to understand as a new player is Deadlock is really, really geared towards retake souls. So if you're behind, camps, boxes, sinners, and kills give you more souls than the other team does. So you're able to come back much easier. Also, the more souls somebody has or the further ahead they are, the more they are worth. So that target is worth significantly more souls than killing the Rem or the Calvin or the 7. So solo ulting him here and getting this kill, if you were to do it with Infernus, would be worth so much money for you guys. Not to mention that you haven't used ult, like, I think you've only used it once this game, maybe twice, and we're at 20 minutes. I mean, this is like, we should have had like 4 uses by now, even if it's just one person. So do not be scared to solo ult. In fact, I'm going to add it in your notes right now while I'm thinking of it. If you're playing Dynamo, I want you to solo ult one person intentionally each game so you get used to the idea. I want it to be like an exercise that you do so that you're not scared to solo ult, because it's the biggest problem I see with Dynamos, even in Eternus. They're like waiting for this 3-man ult to come, and I'm like, just ult the one hyper carry, and then we can play 6v5. We already have numbers advantage because of your ult. We don't need like, you don't need to get like the most insane value out of it every time. It's just never going to happen. It's not realistic. If playing Dynamo, purposefully solo ulti their best player once a game. Calm this to your team, right? Like, I want your team to be following up and for that kill to mean something if possible, but exactly. We want you to show them as much love as possible. Okay, we're just going to add that in your training regimen if you're Dynamo. Get used to the idea of just dropping an ult on somebody. You don't need 3 people there. You do need a teammate, though. You're not going to kill anybody in a solo ult if you're the only one there. When I say solo ult, I mean they're alone. So, like, because Warden's alone. I feel like I'm mainly just going to watch the rest of the VOD. I feel like if I give you too much more to focus on, it's just going to be too much, and the improvement will actually come slower. I think if you focus on the things we've already talked about, the improvement will come quicker, and then we can worry about other things later. Because, like, there's 3 things right now that I could talk about that I feel like aren't worth it. Like, Deadlock's a complicated game. The idea is to simplify it as much as possible so that you can improve quicker, and I feel like these things to focus on are probably best. So we'll see. If anything pops out that's like glaringly bad, I feel like you can't live without knowing, I'll probably bring it up. But for the most part, I think you've got enough to focus on. And I can include them in the note page if you want. I could be like extra things if you feel like, you know, filling your brain. But, oh, so sad. Yeah, pay attention to the 7-stun being on you. It'll cancel your ult for show. Or just get Dispel Magic and you can get rid of it. Okay, I'll have like a little extra section. Like, things I noticed, but I'm not going to really talk about a whole lot with you right now, because I want you to only focus on those once the other things that we've talked about are feeling comfortable, you know? Like, hey, every time somebody tries to heavy melee me, like, you know, at least 50% of the time I'm getting the parry off in time, because my timing's getting better. And, you know, every single game I played with Dynamo, I solo ulted at least one person, and I was able to parry somebody and doing a heavy melee, pew pew heavy melee, and they weren't able to parry me on that second heavy melee. You know, just things like that. Once you're feeling more comfortable, you can go to the extra side of the notes, but I haven't missed a single bridge buff in my last 3 games. There's just a lot to worry about in Deadlock, unfortunately. It's not a simple game by design. That's why like XQC and Shroud are saying that it's all like gonna be too hard. They think that it's not gonna have a huge following. I'm so bad with getting stuff to counter others. Counter building is really tough, and we can get into that later. I mean, ideally, you enjoy the content enough that you're willing to return, and after like a month, or, you know, I don't know how often you play or when you would want to do another session, but ideally, you'll be able to focus on these things and see improvement, and then once you're ranking up, we can do another VOD review session or live coaching session, regardless, you know, depending on what you prefer, and then we can focus on stuff like counter building. I would say counter building is probably not the end of the world until you're a little bit higher ranked. It is not your top priority. It's very important, and it is gonna stop people from like dogging on you like this Warden is. Like in Eternus, a Warden isn't gonna do this because he's gonna be counter built like way fast. But you know, it's gonna help. It's not your top priority. There's other things that I'm seeing and that we've talked about that I'd much rather have you worry about. You play almost every day. I love it. I say if a student is like serious about improving and ranking up, really loves the game and wants to get good at it, not playing every day is going to be a detriment, because there's so much to think about, learn, and improve upon that you really do have to play every day. Nice stomp. See, I would have used my 2 there. Just like a little thing to talk about. I'm going to go back and show you this. You have 4 teammates near you, I think? Let's see. Okay, so this one left. You have like 3 teammates near you. As soon as I hear that ult, this is going to be a reaction time and knowledge. Like, if I see Amina coming up behind us, I'm just going to assume an ult is coming. Like, that's where she's going to try and get value. Before we get silenced, I would use a group 2. So, like, 2 everybody, and get them inside this room. So, like, you just walk in that room and avoid the damage, but you could have helped Paradox and Bebop avoid a lot of damage. And it wouldn't have even canceled Bebop's ult. He would have kept channeling that bad boy. Which is like the dumbest thing ever. He can like channel it inside of Viscous Cube too. Like there's so much about this game is broken, but that's okay. Nice. So I would ult there. You may even save your Infernus if you ult those 2 people there.
Nice work.
You're also sitting on 10,000 souls. I saw that earlier and I meant to mention it, but like, yeah, just pay attention. We don't ever really want to be sitting on more than 6,400 souls because that's a full item. But really, we just want to know what our next item is going to be and go back when we can buy that if it's reasonable to do so. Do you know about the neutral shops? Do you use the neutral shops a whole lot? Or do you know what I'm referring to when I say that? This is just like map knowledge. I can actually let this play while I wait for you.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Okay. You'll learn the map more. Neutral shops are a really good way while you're farming to just drop off souls. Not only is it going to help, like right now, okay, so you are effectively playing this game with everybody's at 20,000 souls. He's at 34. This guy's just owning. You are effectively playing the game with 16,000 souls right now. You are trying to play with your team with 16,000 souls. That's crazy. We need to spend this. So the easiest way to do it is in the neutral shops. I would use your neutral shop, which is on the right side of the map, regardless of what side you're on. Your neutral shop is on the right, and their neutral shop is on the left. Theirs is a little bit riskier, but you can do it. When you're farming around and you're walking, looking at the minimap, check your souls too. If you can buy something, drop into a neutral shop and buy it really quick and then run out. But that's gonna come with map knowledge. You'll learn it as you learn the map. I just want you to keep that in mind. You're playing the game right now with 16k souls, so it's gonna be really hard for you to be effective for your team. I'll write that down too while I'm thinking about it. Hold up. That's gonna be a little extra. I don't want you to focus too much on it, but it's going to be helpful. It will be helpful a lot later too. Oh shoot, I keep clicking off it every time I tap back in. You're playing this really well. I'm focusing on the spots where you need to improve, because that's my job. But I really should also commend you for all the things you're doing right. You're using your 2 well. Especially in lane phase, you're using your 2 well. You're hitting your stomp timings really well, meaning that, you know, in higher elo, they're going to try and double jump your stomps, because if they've double jumped into the air or wall bounced and then used a jump, they won't take damage from it. So you've used it really well. You've hit a lot of your stomps, like just in terms of aiming it well. And you're healing your teammates. I know you're not building for it, but you are paying attention to your teammates' health and healing. So I like that you're doing all that. Don't stop doing any of that. And I like that you're sending these heavy melees into the enemy team, because you know they're going to land. I like that too. Nice split push on the walker. We do need to get back because we're losing our base, but yeah, hopefully you realize that and you can head back. But good split push on the walker, unlocking a slot. That's good. Hey, buddy. My dog just walked in. He needs some love. Hey, buddy. See, like right here, I would probably ult that 7 so he can't ult. So you guys kill him before he even gets ult up. But now you have the stun on you, you have to wait. Yeah, or ult these two. Yeah. But we're just holding on to our ult a little too much. Nice! Love that. It's sad to watch you fight the Warden because I already know that he doesn't die this game, so I know that's just not gonna work. Everybody does that. You're not alone. It's a hard habit to break, but I tell people all the time, okay, so there's only been one game, I kid you not, one game in like however many hours I've played this game, 1,000 or whatever. There's only been one game where I fat fingered my ult and it actually cost me the game. One time that I can think of. Ults always come off cooldown, and in the hundreds or thousands of ults that I've used, only one time has it really cost me the game. So think about your odds of wasting an ult and it's costing you the game are 1 in 3,000, we'll say. So don't be afraid to just burn an ult. It's probably one of people's hardest things to get used to in Deadlock, especially with items like Refresher, where you can literally undo the bad thing you just did. Like if you burn ult and you bought Refresher, you can just go, okay, you know what, let's bring that back because that was dumb. But yeah, try not to hold your ult too much. Most people do it. Almost everybody does, which is why I want you to purposely solo ult one person a game, because it's going to force you to get used to just burning ults on people, even if it's one person. No such thing as a stupid question, but when the character picture gets all glowy, what does that actually mean? It means they're on fire. So like, I don't know how the game actually calculates it, but it just means that that person is doing well. So they've done a lot of damage recently. They earned a lot of souls recently. You know, there's like several things that they can calculate that into it, but I don't really know what it means like mathematically. I don't know how Deadlock is like, oh, this person's on fire, but I think it has to do with recent damage, kills, or souls primarily. In fact, as far as macro goes, it means nothing. I think it's just meant to be one of those like flavor things where it's just like, it's cool because it highlights a player that's playing well or is doing well right now. And they gave you a new profile picture while you have that going on. But I don't think it actually matters a whole lot. It's unfortunate. He's just so fed, there's nothing you can do.
My enemies fall.
I'm gonna write another extra down here. Okay.
Not even a patron.
I was just writing some notes down for you. You'll be able to see them when I send them to you. Just some of the extras I don't want you to worry about too much, but alright, let's speed up because I don't know. We got the bug where I don't know your death timer. There we go. See, I would have run at the 7 and ulted him. Do you think it is better to get really good on one character or learn multiple? Both. I think you should have a small group of heroes you're really good at. I will say, okay, so I will say this, learning new heroes in high elo is absolute misery, so take that as you will. Like, when I try and learn a new hero in Eternus, I have to tell my teammates, like, as soon as we get in the game, I'm like, listen, I'm learning this hero in Eternus, so bear with me, you know, and they usually are sympathetic, but it's good to know enough about all the heroes to know how to properly counter them, know how their abilities work, but you don't have to spend a lot of time and get really good at them. I think it's better to just focus on a few, and then use those few to really rank up. Like, I'm an Eternus Page player. I am not an Eternus Mina player or an Eternus Kelvin player, you know? Like, there's levels. I think this is where we lose. I think they're actually just gonna run you down. Nice ult. I like this ult a lot, actually. I'm really glad you went for that. You got a kill off of it, too. Pop quiz, Heather. Who has Rejuve? There's 4 people that have Rejuve. We're practicing. Genie guy, yep. Kevin and Rat. Absolutely correct. Genie guy's name is Mirage, but I like that name better, actually, because he's the worst. I actually hate Mirage. Good, now you know how to check who has Rejuves. I like it. And yes, Rem's name is Rat, actually. Everybody hates the rat. Alright, well, GG.
Not even the patrons can stop
Let's
me.
take a look at some things here. I'm gonna speed through to the end. I don't know if you use these graphs a lot, but it's a good idea to learn how you can use them, maybe is the right way of looking at it. So after a given game, you can take a look at these things to compare. First, we'll take a look at lane stats. So they clearly had lane pressure on you guys. They got more kills and they got more souls. This is actually way more important. They got 2,600 more souls than you guys, 2,700. They are, and that doesn't come from 2 more kills. So that's coming from box farming, that's coming from doing their sinners, that's coming from never missing wave, that's coming from confirming souls, sealing souls. Denies obviously wasn't it. You guys had the same amount of denies. But it is going to come primarily from box routing, camps, and sinner sacrifice that they're getting that you guys aren't getting. 2,600 souls more. I mean, that's almost a full tier 3 item that they beat you guys on. So keep that in mind. Player damage doesn't really matter a whole lot. It just means that they're able to kill the wave first and then they poke you a lot more. But you can do way less player damage and still win lane. So I don't worry too much about that. But something to consider. I really want you to make sure you're not getting denied a lot, or if you are, that you're balancing it out, this is a good example. But souls, really. Make sure you're staying even on souls in lane. We'll go to the next thing, which is souls by source. There we go. This is 7. Okay, so I would like for you to have way more out of your neutral enemies and breakables than you do. Troopers are usually 50 to 60%, so you are catching a lot of waves, and in lower elo it's going to be higher because you guys are not catching waves as often as you should. Your teammates aren't, I should probably say, because you clearly are. You've got 62% troopers, but I would like to see more camps being killed, because with your stomp builds you can clear tier 2 camps really easily. So I wouldn't worry about tier 3 camps on Dynamo. Especially if you're support, then I probably wouldn't be killing any camps practically at all. But if you're building stomp, tier 1s and tier 2s, you can kill. I'd like to see you be doing more box routes, and I definitely like to see more sinners. I don't think we saw you kill like a single sinners, and you should be killing a lot of sinners throughout the game. So something to keep in mind. Like if we look at Warden's soul count, I mean, to be fair, he got a lot of kills, and he is getting a lot less out of some other things like breakables. Like he probably should have gotten more out of breakables, and he had Cult of Sacrifice helping. So a lot of his souls, and the difference between his souls and yours, came from enemy kills, but his neutral enemies are significantly higher. So he is farming better than you in general. He's farming your team for sure, but neutral enemies are significantly higher. 7,500 compared to, what was yours? 1,700. That's 6,000 souls. That's a full tier 4 he had on you just over camps. All right. Let me add a few things in here. I'm going to add those in the extras because these aren't things, I'm just mentioning them. They're not things that I expect you to focus on or even want you to focus on. They're not the top priority. Okay. Here, I'll bring my notes over so you can take a look here. I had no idea about the graph breakdowns like that. Yep. It's good to get used to taking a look at it, even if you don't fully understand it at first. But I thought I'd break it down for you the first time so you have an idea of the differences and what's going on. Yeah. Glad it helped. All right. Let's see. If building more damage and less support, focus more on camps and sinners. Actually, so there, I don't know if you know who Metro is. You probably do because he's like a meme in the community. But I would say that in general, why do I feel like... Oh, that's because I see what I did here. Metro had a video come out recently that went over why people shouldn't be getting camps. And it's because camps right now are like just in a really bad spot in terms of soul value. And I actually agree with him. actually think people should just be focusing more on boxes and centers than they should on camps. But I think it's a little too high level. I feel like it's just important to farm it all in lower elo. I think one of the biggest problems that people below like Phantom deal with is not knowing what or when to farm. So I feel like you need to learn that before you realize that camps are just not in a great spot right now. I'll also pull this up really quick. There's an interactive map that I'm going to use really quick to go over this. Let's see if I can find it. Jeez. Why? Yes, I struggle with the when and what to farm because I know my lane partner needs stuff too. Yeah, so I would say in general, until your lane partner proves themselves worthy, assume that the farm is yours. I would just go for it. Okay, so here's some things I'd like to take a look at here. So, okay. So you were in right lane. So we'll just assume we're looking at this from your perspective. There are 4 sinners over here. I wish I could mark them. I don't use this interactive map. There's a different one that I use, and so I don't know what is tactical mode. Oh, draw. Here we go. Sinners, sinners. Why isn't it showing all the sinners? This map's terrible. Okay, well, I think that's their doubles, and then there should be another. Wait. Tier 3. Tier 2. There should be another sinners like over here somewhere. There's 4 sinners on your side of the map. And I like to say this. Anything on their side of the map is worth double the value of yours because you're not only gaining souls, you're stealing it from them. So if I'm you, since they probably don't know sinners timing well enough, I'm actually stealing their sinners at 8 minutes because it's the best thing to give you souls outside of farm from wave. So wave, sinners, camps, boxes generally is the order. However, some box routes are better than others. So like if we oh shoot, yeah, just ignore that. Just oh no, it's getting bad. Okay, why can't I unselect the move? There we go. Here we go. There's a box underneath mid or above mid boss. There's a room above mid boss. And it has so many boxes, it's actually better than Sinners on average. It is RNG based, but on average, that room, it spawns at 10 minutes. All boxes spawn at 2 minutes. This room spawns at 10 minutes when mid boss spawns. And I just want you to keep in mind when you're playing mid, is that box room is the best farm on the map. It's the one above the mid boss, yes. So sinners, if you don't know what you should be farming, look for a sinners near you, punch that bad boy. That is definitely the best way to go, and you're fail safe. But I just wanted to point out that this box room is technically better, and it's one of the only ones that's better. The other things that may be better based on RNG are the tunnels that Rem and Calico have, because they have like an insane amount of boxes in a short spot. How often do boxes spawn? That's a good question, actually. You're going to test my knowledge on this. I think it's a minute and a half after they're broken, but I'm not 100% certain. It may be 2 minutes after they're broken. But they spawn at 2 minutes. I just don't know when they respawn. I want to say it's 3.5 minutes. So a minute and a half after they're broken, just like minis. I think it's the same timer as tier 1 camps, because tier 1 camps also spawn at 2 minutes, but they are on a 90-second cooldown. I don't like this map. I need to find a different interactive map. Deadlock. Interactive map. What's the one I was using? There was one I was using before that I really liked, and this one is like garbage. I'll have to find it sometime or get used to this one. Anyway, so I just wanted to go over that really quick. We could obviously go deeper into that, but here's a few things that are extra. If you don't know what these are, you can just message me in the Discord or ask me during the next stream or whatever it is. But I'm only going to put a few extras down, just some things that I noticed. I'd really focus on the laning phase items. This is just because oh wait. Is this just going to block everything? Yeah, I don't like that. Just because the laning phase is where we had the most amount of things that were going horribly wrong that I feel like actually could have changed the impact of the game. So as much as Warden got fed and was owning everybody, he was literally the only player on their team. He was like the only real human. So if you were focusing the retaker in and had gotten it, if you were focusing on parrying and were punching him back, he would have died. He wouldn't have gotten as much fed because as much food, and wouldn't have gotten as fed because you were owning him. And then if you had bridge buff advantages at 5 and 10 minutes, just little things like that, I think you actually could have had somewhat of an impact on the outcome of that game. It's hard to say, but I definitely think these are the things that we should focus on. And then if you feel like these are getting comfortable, you can start looking into these things. How do I hollow this out? Why did the other one get hollowed? Don't fill. That's it right there. And then our training regiments. This is like what you should be doing prior to each of your games. I think this is going to help with some of the things above. And we can definitely do another session sometime in the future, whenever you want to, really. If you wanted to do it next week because you felt like that would be good, that's totally fine. But give you as much time as you want. I'm going to go ahead and send this to you. Normally, I like to give it a little bit more color, because then it's like easier to differentiate. I just gave you like a same colored sheet. So yeah, I guess you just gotta deal with that, huh? Hopefully this is helpful though in your next games as you take a look at this cheat sheet, and hopefully any of my comments or the notes that I've been leaving for you, not right here, but just like verbal notes that we've been talking about as we watch the VOD. Hopefully it helps a little bit with your future games and whatnot. And let's movement is not as good as you think it is. Like that, there's a couple of people that are really, really well known for movement, and they actually created some of the movement that we use. Like they were the ones that found the tech, and they are not Eternus level players in any other regard. So I would say movement is the last thing that you need to learn. It's probably there's some basic movement that I would really like you to learn that we can get to, but I would definitely say the things we talked about today were way higher on the priority list, yeah. Okay. Let me see here. I'm going to try and send you this PNG. You joined the Discord already? I should be able to send it to you through there. Sorry. Great. Yeah, I'll just send it to you through Discord then. And then hopefully you can reference it as you play the games. Focus on the training regiment before you get into games, and then focus on the laning phase section. A lot of those skills that I've outlined were during laning phase. They apply to the whole game, obviously. It just so happened that it was your laning phase that we noticed them and talked about them, so I labeled it that way. But Yeah. Okay, let's export it as a PNG. And we will send it to you. I'm actually, so unfortunately, I wanted to stream longer. I actually wanted to hop into some more of these games and maybe see if somebody else hopped in for like a live VOD review. But that doesn't seem like it's going to happen today, unfortunately. It's going to be a super short stream because my wife and I have to go pick something up from an estate sale. She found some items and we have to get there by 2. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut the stream short, but I really appreciate you joining the stream and having the courage to give me a match ID in real time and allowing us to do a quick VOD review of it. But hopefully we're able to go from there and improve. Let me... How do I share this link with you? I'll just download it. I think I'll be able to send it from there. I want to make sure you get it. Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm glad it's helpful. That's my job. Let me go ahead and send it to you, and you can let me know if you get this really quick. I just want to make sure you get it before I sign off here, because if you can't see the notes, then that's less than helpful. Wouldn't you agree? Let me message you really quick so I can get this up, and then see if I can add it from here. Upload a file. I want to see if this works. I'm going to try opening it myself. I don't think that's working. Let me try a different file. Unless it is working, you let me know, but I don't think it is. Ah, this looks better. There we go. Second one probably works for you. Okay. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure you got that before I sign off. I'm going to go ahead and head out. I actually don't know the next time I'll be streaming, but we'll just keep in contact through Discord as well. That way, you know, as you improve, let me know when you rank up too. I love seeing that. There's a channel in the Discord where you can actually, you know, say your rank ups and whatnot and share your success. And then we can kind of go from there. Hopefully we'll get you to Eternus in no time. But hey, thanks so much for joining the stream. Really appreciated having you here. It was fun. And, yeah, I'll see you later.